Whew, sorry. Sorry, I'm a little late. I was walking the dogs and got to talking to neighbors. So, hi, how is everyone? Glad y'all can make it. There's William first in tonight. Lake equals peace for sure. Hi, Don. How are you guys enjoying your cruise? Or are you already back? It's May 2nd, so you're probably already back. Hi, Henry. How are you? Hi, Leanne. Did you guys figure out some plans for Wyoming? Hey, Miss Carol, how you doing? Good to see you. Don and Kevin are here, I guess. Hi, guys. I was just talking to Don earlier. Kevin says hi. Okay. Thumbs up. Thanks, Carol, for the reminder. Stuck in Atlanta's endless traffic. I was just wondering about them earlier. Um, I was gonna text them, but I figured they were in Kentucky yesterday. They'd surely be home by now. I think that was from yesterday, wasn't it? That post on Atlanta. She's late. I'm late. Not setup issues, just dog issues. We got home yesterday. Cool. Well, I've watched a few of them so far. They looks like a very nice cruise. I like the ship. Too much fake keto on board. The food did look pretty good. Hi, Sue. How are you? Yes, you did, Henry. There's Peter. Hi, Peter. I know you're probably on your way to work, but glad you popped in. I just talked to Summer earlier and said hi to Peter. Um, they're having springtime in New York, so that's very encouraging. Hi, Peter and Summer. Did Summer come on? I don't see her. I know she was going to be doing some cooking, so she might be at the stove right now. Oh, there's Summer. Hi, Summer. I missed you. I missed you. So it's been an eventful week. I got a neighbor moving in. The dogs are barking. Can you guys see the lake behind me? The lighting is a little bit bad, but that's the lake right behind me. So let me show you a picture of my site. There we go. That might be able to see that a little bit better. So it's a lovely site, lots of room um, between me and my neighbors, and grass all around the edges. It's wonderful to be in the land of green grass again. You just don't know how much you miss it until you get back to it. Isn't that the truth? Glad you enjoyed the visit with Martin and Sue. Yes, it was nice to see them on Facebook. Um, that's the first time I've actually seen their faces. I should be watching some of their videos, but I just haven't done that yet. Yeah, monsoon in Kansas. They're getting quite a bit of rain. Thank you, Don. It really is a beautiful park. Lake looks like whiteout. Yeah, it's the lighting. There they are. Ta-da! So, did you make it home yesterday evening or today? We were kind of wondering. Survived Atlanta. Yeah, that was crazy. Two different cars with the same license plate. But I ran across that and got a ticket for some Freightliner truck using my license plate number. And that was a whole mess for a while. Got home this morning. Cool. It's cool. We have fun with Martin and Sue and puppies. You can have my puppies right now. They're just barking away. they're out here exploring the grass. It's just so nice to be able to have a place where I can let them out and just kind of let them go and do their thing. My hair is crazy today, guys. Sorry. Um, I washed it this morning, and it's because of the humidity. It's pretty frizzy. It looks bad. You remember that ticket fiasco? Yeah, I do too. It was insane, absolutely insane. So I got here yet, not yesterday, day before yesterday. I came a day early because the weather forecast for yesterday was pretty strong winds and rain. Hi, Kim. Kim and Daryl. Hi, guys. So I got on the recreation.gov and found out that this site was available for yesterday. So I went ahead. And then I won't have to move. So I booked it for yesterday and booked out of there. And I had a nice drive. The weather was really good. But the roads that I took were really horribly bumpy. So I was a little bit disappointed in that. That's the first time on Texas roads that I've really encountered bad roads like that. And then getting in here, there's like a real sharp V-shaped U-turn that you have to take to get into the park. So that was a little difficult, but I made it. I'm thankful that I have that slide hitch. I think that in cases like that, it comes in nice and handy. So I'm grateful. So I get inside the trailer, and this is what I found. Oh, sorry, that's not what I want. Brand. So this is what I walked into. Stuff all over the floor. You can see on the far right of the picture is my pantry door, and it's shut. However, it sustained some damage. So I had to pull stuff off the shelf. I had a shelf that came down, and I didn't put that picture in here. But anyway, they rest on this is plastic. It's a just a track, and these I've got one in my pocket. I wanted to show you. So these little plastic things are not much more than 1/4 of an inch, maybe 3/8 of an inch wide to hold the shelf on, and they're plastic. The whole thing is plastic. So 2 of them snapped, and my shelf came down on one side. So, and I've been thinking for a while. I want to try to do something different, reinforce it, and put different a different type of fixture there to hold the shelves, because these things just aren't going to work. And the bad part about all that is that the shelves are probably all together almost a 1/2 inch narrower than the shelf, than the space. So they don't fit in there completely, and then these things not being wide enough makes just for a bad situation. So I'm trying to think of, and it's in a slide, so I want to try to reinforce that and put some kind of a different system in there to hold the shelves up. Does take a beat the bed making No, nothing like the bed making, but it was annoying. I'm sure it's better. Shirley likes my bed. My new bed is a dream to make compared to um, the Airstream. Yes, plastic parts are not good. I mean, what are they thinking? I guess saving money. That's what they're thinking. So once I made a bookcase and I had these metal. I don't know what they're called. Metal strips where you put um, shelf holders into the slots in the metal, so they're adjustable. And I want to try to do that in my pantry because they're a little bit longer than these and a lot sturdier. But I don't know what's behind those thin little walls. These are just like, and the left side of it the is the actual slide wall, where the right side is just a real thin little luan wall between the pantry and the couch. You should make a warranty claim and make the dealer fix it. That's a good idea. Did I have to get a new mattress? Well, I will eventually get a new mattress, but for now, I kept the RV mattress and I had a 4-inch foam topper. Um, and so I just put that over it, and it's been pretty comfortable until I can actually buy a new mattress and get it in there. Probably not until I get back home. So, but that's a simple fix, and for now I'm fine. The bed is okay. So Dee Dee crawled under the trailer. Ziggy, where are you? Ziggy, get out of there. I'm trying to keep track of my dogs. So I'm wondering about if I can get some thin plywood, like 1/4 inch thick plywood, or um, I don't know. I think they make 3/8 inch, don't they? Anyway, I wanted to take strips of it because I know I can't put a lot of weight in that slide, but I'm thinking if I put a big enough strip, like maybe 3 or 4 inches wide, and then put these metal pieces up on the wall, that would make it a little bit more stable and make the shelves a little bit tighter. Um, and the way that this system is that I'm talking about, the shelves just slip right in there. So Ziggy's always getting in trouble. He is. So anyway, I'm hoping that could work. And I was wondering what some of you guys might think about that. Is that something that sounds logical, or is there a better solution? Because if they go back in and just replace these plastic things, that's not going to help me at all. Hi, son. How are you? Glad you could join in tonight. I was talking about my my tale of woes when I opened my trailer when I got here. Everything was open and on the floor, and my pantry door, my pantry shelf fell down, and I had a mess to clean up. So I'm trying to figure out how to fix it. Everybody's saying hi to my son. Oh my gee, yeah, for sure. It was a little disturbing to walk into that. Dee Dee, she stepped out of her bra, Kim. Where are you going? You stay here. You stay here with me. She gets tied up and she can't get loose, so she just slips out of her harness. She doesn't like being told she can't do something. Oh, Kim saying hi to everybody. So that's my next big project. I wonder if that Facebook group could be helpful. I'm gonna ask. I haven't really had time yet. Um, Yesterday I had to finish putting all that stuff back together, and today, since the weather was nice, thankfully, I did some house cleaning. I took my rugs out and shook them, and vacuumed my runner, and swept and mopped all my floors. And hey, Don and Bear, how are you? Thank you. Cheap plastic parts, yes, for sure. Um, but it's cheap for them. They get by with it. So anyway, if anybody has a better thought or a solution to the problem, because I'm thinking all that they're going to do is just replace these parts and put it back in there, and that's not what I want. I want a workable solution, and I'd rather just do it myself and get it done. So I just think it can be better, and I don't think if I take thin plywood and only have 3 or 4 inches of it behind that. Um, I wished I knew what to really call them. I should have looked it up before I got on here. Um, metal um, shelf. Supports, maybe. Would that be it? That's the little pegs. Like this. So let's see if you can. So that's what they look like. So it's a strip of metal with slots in it where you put these metal clips in for the shelf to rest on. And I put that on my bookcase and it worked perfectly. And I had nice thick wood shelves that I set on there and books all on it. And it held really well. Placing with wood parts that would be sure to screw and glue them in. Yes, that's gluing. That's probably an important factor in that. You could email your manufacturer and send photos. Hopefully they could come up with a fix. Be careful. Modifications under warranty that might. Oh, that's a good thought, Don. Yeah. Okay. Good comment. I guess I better talk with them before I do that. Um, my main concern is going through a wall or hitting any wiring. I wouldn't want to do that. Plus the weight. You know, it would be 4 strips of um, plywood, and I just think I need that wood back there to just help make it more sturdy without adding a lot of weight. So, um, maybe I could even use, instead of like plywood, it might be easier to get like some furring strips or something. That may work. What do you think about furring strips? That's true. So, um, yeah, but I definitely need to contact Alliance and talk with them. Um, and then I also found that those shelves, let's see where I put those pictures at. Where did they go? I know I added them in here. So on the bottom of the shelves, Where's the best picture I've got of it? Are these? Um, I added these before. I don't know why they didn't stay in there. All right, so on the bottom of the shelf are these little um, square pieces of wood. It's, it's not really, it doesn't look even like a one by one, but that you can. So there's one at the front and one at the back, and then there's also one in the middle of the shelf, to hold the weight, um, which I think that one shelf was weighted down quite a bit, which might have been part of my problem. So I've rearranged and redistributed the weight a little bit better. And that should also help too. So I need to, keep that in mind when I'm thinking about that. But even if I could just take those plastic pieces down and put the metal ones up where the plastic were without putting any wood behind it, maybe that would help the stability. So I will. I'll check with the Lions and see what they have to say. A strip of the wood won't help if there's not much to screw into the wall itself. Then the wood strips could fall too. Oh, well, maybe. But it's not the strips that fell down. So I'm thinking there has to be a little bit of something back there. I just don't know what. Dee Dee, get over here. Hang on, guys. I'm going to have to put her inside. Come here, little one. Let's go inside. I can't be watching you while I'm doing this. Say bye to everybody. Bye-bye. Come on, Ziggy. Be cute. Okay, come on. Inside. Hop in there. Good boy. Okay. You guys stay there. Sorry about that. I just don't want him to run off on me. Bye, Dee Dee. Well, definitely the metal strip, no matter which way I go. But I was just thinking to put some wood behind the metal strip that might give that wall a little more strength. That was my thinking. Because I'm sure that it's pretty flimsy built. But yeah, if nothing else, I could at least do the metal strips. Might just have to put light stuff in there and move heavier pantry items. Actually, in the slides they aren't built. But that's another good reason to call the manufacturer to see. Very true. Very true. And I was actually thinking about that as well, to maybe move some of that heavier stuff to the cabinet spaces, especially like under my bar would be a great place for heavier stuff like that, and move some of the lighter stuff to the pantry. So we'll see. Maybe that is the work in progress, huh? But see, that's why I wanted to talk about this, because I knew that you guys would be able to help me think through this a little bit. It's always good to talk a project out before you actually do it, so that it just makes more sense. And I want to do the right thing, and I want it to be sustainable. So, and I don't want to void my warranty, especially on my slide. That I've seen people do, not enough space here. Yeah. Well, we can talk more about it, um, especially when I get up there, if I haven't already done something about it by then. So we shall see. We shall see. But yeah, I've got room that I can move stuff around. I've got one whole huge cabinet above my refrigerator that I haven't got a single thing in. And another one over the sink that's got just a few little things in it. So, yeah, I could definitely. The canned goods are the worst thing, and my canisters. Um, those are the heaviest items in the pantry. Other than that, I just have, um, boxes with like hamburger helper and stuff like that in it. Um, and some baking mixes and things of that nature. Butterfly screws last forever. They do. I just don't know if I can put them in that wall. That would be a big question. Um, that would be very useful, but the especially the wall on the right hand side of the pantry is very flimsy itself. And I'm not sure how much space is between the pantry wall and the wall on the outside that is by my recliner. So, hi, Jennifer. How are you? Driving and listening. Where are you driving to? You probably can't answer me if you're driving. Ken says too much weight can bend steel. Too much weight will collapse cabinets for sure. For sure. Well, I like the fact of putting especially like my canned goods and stuff. That cabinet under my bar. I can put the canned goods and things. I have them in baskets, and I can put those on the bottom, which is on the floor, and that would end a lot of speculation. So that might be a better thing to do. I shall see. I can move some lighter weight things into the pantry. So, nowhere exciting back to the house. Oh, for a late appointment haircut. Oh, how nice. I really need one badly. That's why Kevin had to tear our pantry wall out to add proper studs to support heavy stuff. I just and and luckily that wasn't in a slide. That's my whole issue is that it's in a slide. We need mobile tech's input for sure. For sure. Good plan. Floor holds a lot. Yeah, the floor would be a lot better place for the canned goods. Right now, I've got some um, heavy dishes down there, like baking dishes. Um, so I haven't had an opportunity to figure out where I might put them other than maybe on the floor of the pantry. Um, so I don't know. We shall see. Canned goods on the floor, yes, and beer. I don't drink beer. Every now and then I have some wine, but I don't drink beer. That would be Dawn. So I'm just trying to figure out how I would move all that stuff around. It's a mystery at this point. But that's really the worst thing that I have to move is the canned goods. And if I only have to move them, I think I'll be okay. So we'll see. My baking dishes I could put up over the refrigerator because that's a nice deep cabinet. Um, and the nice thing about that is, when the fifth wheel is hooked up, then the kitchen is back here where it tilts backwards. So they're not going to slide around and get broke. You're not there. No, we're not together. So, Kevin can't really help me with this. So, anyway, other than that, we're just trying to avoid all the bad weather. Dawn and Kevin are having a rainy day where they're at, but they have a beautiful site. So once it clears up, they'll be enjoying life. You've come up with so many things you do in there. I'm not going to do a whole lot in here. I kind of just like it the way it is. Collapsible containers for all the heavy items go on the floor and then rearrange once at your destination. That's a thought. The only problem with that is I'm trying to avoid having to move a lot of stuff each and every time I travel. That's why I'm not getting a lot of extra stuff, because I had a lot of that to do with the Airstream, and I'm tired of it. Quite honestly, I just don't want a lot of mess and clutter, and I just want to keep it simple. I only have 2 small little gray baskets with canned goods in them, and they will sit down on the floor in that one cabinet under the bar with no problem at all. I have a few things in there that I'll need to move. Like I have like I said, I've got some baking dishes, and I've got the crock pots down with the other pots and pans. I can't remember what all I do have down there, but not a lot of stuff, and enough that I could put up in that cabinet for 2 little baskets of canned goods. You just like imagining. Yeah. Okay, Don didn't know. Came late, sorry. Oh. So anyway, I guess it's going to be a work in progress. Well, there's just people rolling in now. Here comes another camper down the road. So that's another thing. Let's talk about that. So I'm with Dawn on this. It was a 6 p.m. arrival, and you can't get here before 6 o'clock. So I get here at about 20 minutes till 6, and I stop just inside the gate. Of course, there's no one at the gate. And I walk over and use the bathroom and get the dogs out and take them out. There's still nobody over in the office at the gate. And no one ever came to check me in. Not at all. And I eventually just drove on down here and parked. And then the camp host came over and introduced himself, and I thought, well, isn't that nice? They don't give you any kind of sticker or placard to put on your signpost or anything. There was nothing as far as a check-in to this particular part. So why 6 p.m.? I don't get it. I hate a 6 p.m. check-in. I mean, if you can get in at 3 p.m. and you don't get there till 6 o'clock, okay. But don't tell me I can't get there till 6 o'clock. That's dinner time, guys, for crying out loud. By the time you're traveling late in the day and you can't get there till 6 o'clock, you haven't had any dinner, and you're tired and cranky. And then you have to set up. It was 9 o'clock that night before I actually sit down to eat. And I was really very irritated. Yeah. Grey Goose vodka and the ice maker on the floor of the camper when we travel. All set. There you go. You got your martini. martini going. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, it is stupid. 6 p.m. is crazy. And it's not the first time I've seen it either. But it looks like Oklahoma likes 6 p.m. because, well, I think actually Kansas is a 6 p.m. check in too. I asked, and one person said they do it for the weekend boaters. Well, that doesn't even make sense. I mean, they want to get here and get set up and go take their boat out. So that answer doesn't even make sense. Exactly, William. Craziness. Your day is gone by 6 p.m. We have no time to rest. Yeah. And it's a 4 p.m. checkout. And I'll show you what I arrived to. This really upset me with that. Um, let's see, where's the other photo? I haven't resized these, so you'll just have to live with that. But, you know, this is a beautiful park. The grass is nicely mowed, um, and it looks really nice and clean. But this was in my grill, and this is in my campfire ring. So, exactly what does that camp host do? I don't get it. I do not get it. Hey, Mobile Tech, you came in. You was detained. Uh-oh. Like by the police? Let's hope not. Yeah, who wants to get on the road at 4 o'clock? Exactly. I guess if you only have 2 hours to drive and you can't check in till 6 o'clock, you leave at 4. Oh my gosh. My 6 p.m. Is that when the whiskey wears off of the locals? I guess. They must have had some late nights, huh? Hey, Mobile Tech. Were your ears ringing? No, not handcuffed. Yeah, see? What's that camp host do? Did you show the photos already? Um, which photos are you talking about? Are you talking about my pantry or are you talking about my campsite? Oh, your photos. Actually, I'm so sorry. I totally missed out on that. Let me see. I don't know that I can do it now. Let, let me see if I can do it this way. It won't be as clear. Mobile Tech sent me some pictures of his new camper. And I was going to put them up on the live stream. And with everything that I was going through, I totally forgot to add them. So, primary, Mobile Tech. Okay. I'm pulling them up on my phone so I can show them. So this is Mobile Tech's mainline, 1948 mainline. Isn't that cool? And he has, let me make it bigger. State of California, 1948 title on that. Is that not cool? But the thing about it is that, and here's one that was in his video too. This is where he once had an office in, uh, is it up near Tonopah? I forgot the name of that little town, Mobile Tech. There's another picture with him in his van pulling it. It's so cool. Nice canned ham. And these are the people, the original owners that he purchased it from. Now, how often does that happen? It's a 1948 trailer. And he purchased it from the original owners. There it is, parked. Sorry, Mobile Tech, I should have had these already loaded on here. There's the inside of it. It's pretty cool looking. For a 1948, the wood is beautiful. Kitchen may need a little bit of new modeling. Pretty plain, but still very functional. Oh, there's a cover on the sink. I see that now. There's the dining area up there. Pretty cool little trailer. If I could hold it straight, you might see it better. This picture I loved. This was my favorite, just because I love the ornateness of that cover on the furnace. Isn't that cool? Very neat. So, Larry, what all will you be doing with it? What's your plans? Are you going to restore it in the same style? Mainline Silver Lark. Well, that's not good, Don. 80 miles is not very far. 5 hours. 5 hours to travel 80 miles. Yeah, that's insane. Bought from the original ownership. Call them as we approach. We'll do a Walmart stop and take time. Yeah, isn't that nice? It's a pretty cool trailer. Yeah, exactly. Montgomery Pass, Nevada. Thank you. Highway 6. Very cool. Looks like it was very busy little place years back. Isn't it neat? It's very cool. 20 miles, go 20 miles an hour. Yeah. From was 1.5 years old when his dad bought it. Oh my gosh. That's insane. Doesn't it? It looks really great. Hey, Pat, how are you? Hope you're doing well. Oh, and you can't go on the COE Facebook group to complain about the 6 p.m. check-in or site maintenance. They get snippy. Oh, nice. Nice to know. We'll be restoring it to museum quality, and when I die, it will be left to Elkhart, Indiana RV Museum as my legacy. Very cool, Mobile Tech. And quite a legacy it is. Only 7 exist that we know of now. Such a cool trailer. It is truly wonderful. Very nice. So, William, I guess you're not bowling tonight. I guess the league is not meeting tonight, huh? You're usually not this free on a Thursday night. He was thinking about that also, yeah. It's a very cool trailer. I can't wait to see what it looks like when he's done with it. I love little campers like that, but they're good for a weekend. But I'm certainly glad that I purchased this fifth wheel. I'm so much more comfortable now than what I was in that little 20-foot Airstream. Although I did love that little trailer. It's the oddest thing, and it got me to a lot of different places, and I have a lot of good memories in it. Same as with my teardrop. So I've just kind of gone up, and I don't think I'm going up anymore. This one's plenty big enough for me. He's probably watching on stream. Gonna piss. Probably not. I doubt that he's a subscriber. But it's just rather irritating. I know that 2 days ago this spot was empty because and I don't know how far beyond that. So it's not like he didn't have time to clean it up. And it's really just some trash to get rid of. That's not too much to ask, I don't think. But anyway, what do I know? I don't know. Maybe he had some emergency to take care of. So I guess I shouldn't complain too much. I'm not foreign to the big comfy trailers. Oh, wow. Maybe four. And then a 32-foot Coachman. Cool. Well, but you're not really, full time. And so the trailers that you have for a weekend or a few days or whatever when you go out are perfectly big enough and suitable enough for just going out every now and then for a camping trip. And if that's all I was doing, I probably would still have my Airstream. So, except for that crazy bed. That's the one thing I couldn't take for a longer period of time. I feel like I'm fighting everyone over a simple question or suggestion. Yeah, I don't get into discussions like that. They're just they're not productive, and everyone has an opinion. And a lot of times, when they respond to something, it's not with kindness. And I don't think that that's the way we need to be in a social environment. So, if that's what uh, social sites are like, I don't think that I need to be reading them. You had a night off. That's so cool. Bowling playoffs start tomorrow. For me, I could be here. Much love. All right. Well, bowling playoffs. That'll be cool. That'll be fun. Where does your team rank in the league right now? There's that Blaze Campers for everything, and you shouldn't have to go clean up after everyone. I said, okay. Then why don't we have to wait? Why do we have to wait to check it? Yeah, exactly. Because I would say that it was because they had to man the booth, but 90% of the Corps of Engineer parks now, when you go to the booth, there's no one there. So I don't understand it. Recently, the only one that I can think of is the one at Canyon Lake, Cranes Mill. That's the only one I've seen recently that had someone in the booth at check-in time. Be full-time, but live in a vintage 65 trailer home, 50 feet long and 10 feet wide, with slide outs, and it's an original shape. I didn't realize that was. I knew that you lived in a mobile home. I thought it was just a mobile home. 50 feet long and 10 feet wide with slide outs. That's pretty cool. And it looks like it's in great shape. got put in ignore. That's pretty strange. See where we were at. No one in the booth. They just gave you the gate code in the reservation email. See, that's what I'm talking about. I mean, it's like, and then they lock the gates at 10 p.m. and you can't get in or out. Well, you could go out, but you can't get back in. And that's kind of ridiculous, too. If you've got a gate code, you know, you should leave the gate to where people with a code can get in. Walking into my house is like walking back in time. That's so cool. Well, you'll have to send me pictures of the inside of your trailer, or do you have a video on the inside of your trailer? You're done hijacking the live stream. Let's talk about food. Well, Dawn says she wants potato salad when she sees me. So I guess I had to make potato salad. Last night I was going to make some stir fry with some chicken and green peppers and onion and rice. But I was going to marinate my chicken in the teriyaki marinade. And I didn't have any in my pantry. So I've got to get some of that from the grocery store. So I had to switch gears. And I took a taco seasoning packet and I cooked my chicken and my peppers and onions. And then I put the taco seasoning in there. And then I have small single-size serving cans of vegetables. So I took half of that, half of a can of corn, and then a regular size can of black beans, but I only used half of it, and put in there. And I cooked a fourth cup of rice, which makes almost a whole cup of rice once it's done cooking. And I mixed that in with that, and it was really good. So I just made it work. So what'd you guys have last night for dinner? You should do a video. I have done shorts. Okay, cool. Code you could get back in, but didn't try it. Well, the one at Canyon Lake that I was talking about, Crane's Mill, you can't even get in that with a code. In fact, they don't give you a code. They just lock. It's one of those gates where they have to physically shut the gate and lock it. So it's not an electric gate. And because I wanted to see the Riverwalk in San Antonio at night, but that wasn't something I got to do. Yes, what's for dinner? Yeah. We'll have to figure out what we're going to have with a potato salad. I make the best. You can thank my mother-in-law. That was her recipe. Died after the cruise, so all I can do is just talk about food. I'm sure Scotty can make you something very tasty that's on your diet. You want a potato salad video? Okay. When I make the potato salad, I'll do a video. It's not that hard, guys. It's just potato salad. It's just what you put in it. But anyway, okay. I will do one. So anyway, we got to figure out what else we want to eat with the potato salad, Dawn. So let's be thinking about that. Need to talk to Ken and Carla. Carla's not much of a cook either. And then Donna, that's not going to help any either. She can maybe find some croissants. It does sound good, doesn't it? But yeah. So anyway, I want to show you anything goes good with potato salad. Very true. Hot dogs and hamburgers are fine with me. Or we could have brats or I don't know. Anything. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. In fact, I haven't had hamburgers and hot dogs in a while. So maybe let's just do hamburgers and hot dogs. What do you think? You're thinking about it constantly. Haven't had good spaghetti in a long time. Ribs and Cornish hens. I don't think you need to worry with Cornish hens. I'm serious. We just need to, keep it simple. But that's up to y'all. I mean, I'll go in for purchasing the meat for sure, because that gets expensive when you're feeding a bunch of people. So um, we'll see. Lobster. Oh, some of them might like the lobster, but not this non-fishy person. But in the manually locked gate ones too, yeah. The coded gates are much nicer. Don't feel trapped in. I agree. Totally. Absolutely. Yes, I know you made them. Okay, Sue. Thanks for coming. Take care. So, anyway, we'll talk about it more. Now, while you're at it, just throw in a prime rib. Oh, prime rib's an iffy topic for me because people don't like to cook prime rib, like I like it. So, Ken's birthday is the 26th. He will be 76 and he wants chicken and noodles. Ooh. Do you make homemade noodles, Carla? I love homemade noodles. But it's kind of silly to make them just for myself. So I don't know if you've ever seen them, but there's a brand of frozen noodles that I like. And I want to say they're ramen, but I don't think they really are. Um, but they're actually like homemade noodles. And they're pretty good. So I have a package of them in my freezer. And then I have this let me show you this. I don't know if any of you have ever seen it before or not. I've been telling Dawn about it because I bought some and I found that I really enjoy it. And I bought another 2 cans of it last time I went to Walmart because it is a great way for me to make um, a lot of different things. So this is all natural beef. No water added. It does have some broth. I find it at Walmart, and I'm telling you, this is like taking chunks of a roast beef that you cooked on your own and put it in a can. It's very good. It's very tasty. I bought some of it, and I thought, well, let me try this and just see. A lot of times canned meats aren't really good, except for tuna. Tuna is pretty good. And I have used canned chicken before, but that's a little iffy. So anyway, I opened the can, I drained the broth, I put it in a saucepan, and I added some barbecue sauce. And I was totally amazed at how good this stuff really is. So much so that I bought 2 more cans, and I'm going to take a can of this with some beef broth and fix me some beef and noodles. So I thought that would be amazing. And, I can make just enough for just me with just a can. So I'm really looking forward to it. So anyway, that if you're on the road or you're going to be out on the road and you want stuff like that, um, it's a good, simple way to do it, and it's a really good product. I was totally amazed. So, oh, Reams, yes, that's it. That's the one, and they're really good noodles. Not bad at all. Um, but I prefer my own homemade noodles, but these are as close as I could possibly get to a homemade noodle. There's no good raspberry face emoji. Oh, I need easy tonight, so I'm going for chicken and rice. That's what the raspberry was for. I know how to cook rice. Neener, neener. That's funny. We love her though. Find that beef on Walmart. It wasn't there. I will try that. Yeah, it's really really tasty. Yeah, I've seen that beef in a can and wondered about it. It's really very good. Try it. But homemade is so good. It is. But at this point, I'm not gonna. I can't do noodles small. I can't. Um, and and when I roll them out, it's like probably 2.5 foot diameter of dough that I'm rolling out to cut and make noodles. And I don't know how to pare it down because I don't measure. I just put some flour in the bowl. I crack a bunch of eggs. I think, oh, that looks good. I add a tiny bit of baking powder in mine, and I cut butter into the flour, and then I add salt, and then mix it all together, roll it all out, cut it, and make noodles. It's really very good. And now I have to learn Ream's noodles. But that's easy. They're frozen. They come in a bag, and you just add them to some broth and cook them. It's a no brainer. That's why I can be. It's super easy. Yeah, if you have the equipment to can it with, and you have the jars and all that stuff, and you're at home. Beef, venison. I love venison. I really miss it. I miss it, miss it, miss it. I used to have venison in my freezer every year when I lived in Missouri. It's hard to do things for one person. Yes, then you have to eat it forever. Exactly. Exactly. So, finding that canned meat that's really good was an exceptional find for me. Beef stroganoff. Yes, that would be another good thing to make with that. Oh, frozen. Oh, yeah, you can do that. It's that they're just so easy. So Ream's noodles. Hang on, I'll go get them. I'll show you. Stay here. I've never heard of the American Beauties noodles. Okay. Reams. REA. Whoops. MES. Home style egg noodles. They're very good. I actually used that stuff and made a shepherd's pie. Ooh, there's another useful thing. Yes. Very true. Imagine Scotty shaking his head at me. American Beauties noodles. I don't think I've ever seen those, Mobile Tech. I'll have to look. Are they frozen as well? That's the best crab they sell here. Oh, the best crab. Okay. Don, he wouldn't do that. Yeah, they're really very good. Very, very good. You should try them. See, they're the same size as my noodles. No, just dry. Okay, I'm going to put these back in the freezer. I'm so grateful for my refrigerator. It's just amazing to me. I've got a container for ice. I've got 3 ice trays. I have a small little container of ice cream in there. I've got about 6 or 8 hamburgers, a steak, a package of pork chops, those noodles. I'm like, I still have room in there. I just don't know how to act. I've got space in my refrigerator. It's amazing to me. I'm in love with my kitchen and my refrigerator. All I got to do is get that pantry settled. So, American Beauty noodles are just another brand of dry noodles. Oh, dry, like dried egg noodles. And they're okay, but they're not the same. Anything to do with Kevin Spacey. That's funny. Well, your refrigerator's just as big as mine. It's just laid out differently. Lucretia, hey. I'm glad you popped in. Hi there. How are you? I know you're having good days and bad days. I hope today is a good one. Now my hands are cold. It's starting to get a little bit chilly. I don't know what the low temperature is supposed to be tonight, but anyway. So let me undo my iPad. This thing needs to charge. I was hooked up to the outlet, but it doesn't seem to be charging good. So I may not be on here long, guys. All right, let me flip the camera. Let me show you the lake. I got to jump over the dog's cable here. So here, yeah, I'll show you my campsite fire. So there's my camp host at his duty. Isn't that lovely? And then, oh, there's some ducks out there on the lake. I don't know if you can see them. Can you guys see them? Probably not very good. But it's a pretty good sized lake. And there's, my neighbors were telling me there's like a road that runs around along the edge of that levee there and goes clear over on the other side of the lake. And there's some like another small little campground over there for like tent sites and stuff. So I'm going to go out and explore tomorrow, hopefully. But isn't this beautiful? And the lake is so much more peaceful today. So anyway, my battery's getting low. It's telling me. So yeah, just show you my neighbors. They're very nice. Here's the back of my site. So I have all of this yard, all of this yard, all of this yard. There's my neighbor. So look, I've got a big site, very big site, and lovely grass, just green grass. So anyway, all right, get out of that, and there we go. All right, so let me hop back over the wire. Where's the boat? I don't have a boat. It is beautiful, isn't it? Lots of nice grass. Hey, Marilyn. Hi there. Thanks, Marilyn. Would love that grass, yes. My dogs love the grass too. So yeah, it's a lot easier to see the lake when I'm up closer to it. So anyway, that's where I'm at for another 4 or 5 days, and then I move up into Kansas, making my way towards the Lewis and Clark State Park. I can't wait to get into that area. It's so beautiful up there. So looking forward to it. I want to thank you all for being with me tonight, giving me some good ideas and suggestions and things to think about. So I appreciate all of you. Thank you for being here and talking with me and sharing my travels. And I will talk with you guys next week. So, in the meantime, y'all take care of yourselves and be kind to one another. And I'll see you next Thursday. Bye.